What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, this is going to be rough. We're going to dive deep. We're going to dive deep today. Okay? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I make no apologies for that. Man, first and foremost, if you're interested in a coaching session, reach out to me at spiritualdrillinstructor, all one word, at gmail.com. Again, spiritualdrillinstructor at gmail.com. It's down in the description. Man, family, I had to pull down my continent of Africa, my matching bracelet, the ankh on it. Man, a beautiful brother made this for me a year ago when I came back from my trip to Egypt. Man, so I just wanted to rock that because we're talking about this a little bit today. You know what I mean? We're talking about the mystery schools today. We're diving deep today, and it is what it is. We got to grow the fuck up emotionally. You know what I mean? I make no secret about it. I let it be known. You know, I'm a 32nd degree Master Mason, and I know that's gonna piss some of you off. Some of you gonna cut it off, and you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable in my own skin. I don't give a damn what somebody else thinks about me. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And it's going to get deep today. Okay? It's going to get deep. Again, like I said, I make no secret about it. You know, it's not a secret that I am a 32nd degree Master Mason. I don't hide that. I'm not ashamed of that. You know what I mean? From time to time, I'll wear my Masonic ring. I have a Mason tattoo on my right bicep, you know, and again, it is what it is. We're diving deep today. Truth be told, we're all building something. We're all building something. You know what I mean? The difference between the great majority of us is what we're building. We're going there today, and it's going to get epic. It's going to get deep. Again, it's going to get deep. What are you building? See, the great majority of us, man, I'm busy building this house. I'm busy building my career. I'm building my education. I'm building my family. We put all this shit on all the superficial shit. My muscles I'm yoked up and da-da-da. My body looks a certain way. My house is a certain way. My pockets are a certain way. My rides a certain way. These are the things that we focus on. The great majority of us. You know what I mean? And some of us in the spiritual movement, man, I got 5,000 different types of crystals, and I got da-da-da-da, and I got da-da-da. I got all these oracle cards, I got all these tarot cards, and I got all these books on spirituality, da-da-da. And we build our library and all these other things. But if the truth be told, the great majority of us never take the time to build us. We're going there. We're going there. And again, it is what it is. When I talk about us, we get so fixated, we get so stuck on being distracted with what we think makes us us. You know what I mean? Man, people are gonna love me if I got this type of ride. People are gonna like me if I built this type of platform. And man, I built this YouTube channel or TikTok video channel. Man, I got 25,000, 30,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, 300,000 subscribers. Man, that's where our focus is at. That's where our energy flows. Oh, God help us. In the ancient times, the ancient mystery schools, everybody couldn't go through them. Everybody couldn't be initiated. Everybody didn't have what it took to go through the mystery schools. Everybody didn't have the fortitude. Everybody didn't have the courage to be initiated in one of the ancient mystery schools. And so now Christianity and so many modern religious people today, man, we make those things demonized. We've demonized those things because we don't fucking understand them. We don't understand what they were about, and so we've demonized it. Because the truth be told, we're so stuck on fucking stupid. We have no fucking clue about history. We have no fucking clue about the ancient mystery schools and what they taught. We have no understanding which people in the Bible went to those mystery schools. We're going there today. And again, this is for the purpose of us growing the fuck up emotionally and understanding, man, I got to get my motherfucking life right. I've got to get my fucking focus straight. I got to get focused on the right shit. I got to stop being distracted and bombarded with this crazy, stupid shit that ain't amounting to a motherfucking thing except for some stupid, superficial shit. We're going there. And so when you really dive into the ancient mystery schools and you really delve or whatever the word is into what they were teaching or what they were about, when you look at ancient Asia and you look at the martial arts schools and how they taught and who they taught, because again, they wouldn't accept just anybody. They didn't accept everybody. Everybody couldn't be taught by the master. Everybody couldn't be accepted in the school. In some of the ancient mystery schools, it said that the initiate, after he proven himself through different tests, after they proved themselves. See, you couldn't just walk up and say, give me this knowledge, give me this understanding, give me this degree, give me da-da-da-da. You couldn't just walk up and say, I got money, let me just da-da-da-da. I'm going to kick you down a little something, and I want to be indoctrinated in this. I want you to just give me this title. I want you to give me the secrets. I want you to give me this understanding. I want you to give me this wisdom and this knowledge. I want you to just give it to me. I don't want to have to go through shit. I don't want to have to study and face whatever it is I got to face. I just want you to just hand it to me. And truth be told, that's why most motherfuckers are ignorant as fuck now. Real shit. Because they think they entitled to some shit. They think they entitled to just, man, name it, blab it and grab it. Name it and claim it, and it's mine. See, that's not how wisdom works. That's not how wisdom works. You're not entitled to fucking wisdom. Wisdom is a hard price. It's a heavy price for having gone through the fucking work. See, people got knowledge, but everybody ain't got fucking wisdom. The problem is, we live in a day and age where people think that their smarts, people think that their intellects makes them fucking wise. People think that their intelligence, man, I could quote all these books and I know da-da-da, and I can remember da-da-da, and I've read all these books, I've watched all these videos, I've listened to all these great teachers, and da-da-da-da-da, and therefore because I got great memory, and because I can regurgitate all of this shit, that makes me wise. That doesn't make you fucking wise. We got to grow the fuck up. Years ago, back in 95, I came up with this quote. Wisdom is found deep within the jungles of the mind. Most are not courageous enough to enter therein and just glance at it from afar. I'm going to say it again. Wisdom is found deep within the jungles of the mind. Most are not courageous enough to enter therein and just glance at it from afar. See, what I understood and what I've learned through my struggles and through the bullshit was that you got to dive motherfucking deep. When I say dive deep, I'm not talking about just going 2 feet up under the surface. When I talk about diving deep, I'm not talking about going 15 feet under the surface. We got to grow the fuck up. We gotta grow the fuck up. Some of the ancient teachings show that initiates will be taken down into these buildings deep underground. And all these taverns and hallways. And it was dark. The initiate can take anything with them. Nothing at all. Understand that. They wasn't led through the hallways. They wasn't led through the dungeons. They wasn't led around all the traps and tricks of the places. See, a lot of these places, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Again, I'm an old guy. I grew up watching Indiana Jones. See, Indiana Jones, if you really look at those movies, he's always out in Egypt or somewhere. He's always going through the pyramids and the Sphinx and all these other different things. And what he's understood and what he's learned is, man, there's different caverns and there's different things set up as traps. If you're not worthy, you're not going to make it across. You're not going to be able to make it through all of these places. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere, I promise you that. And so a lot of the initiates didn't understand that there were serpents down there. There were poisonous snakes down there. There were scorpions down there. There were spiders that had been poisonous or that were poisonous that were down there. There were all different types of things that would bring fear to the initiate. See, but what the initiate didn't understand and didn't know was that the venom had been taken out of all of those things. Yes, the snakes were there, but they'd been drained of the venom. The venom had been taken out of them. The snakes might bite you, and the fear of being poisoned would kick in. The spiders were down there, and although they might bite you, the venom had been taken out of all of them. The scorpions were down there, and although they may sting you, the venom had been taken out of all of them. But the initiate wasn't aware of this. And so the fear of being killed, the fear of dying down here, the fear of something attacking me and killing me was ever present. And this is why the great majority of humanity never wanted to be initiates. The great majority of people never wanted to go down there. They wanted the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding, but they didn't want to pay the price. They wasn't brave and courageous enough to walk down there and face their fears of being dark, of being going through the dark, of being alone, of being attacked, of being lost. I'm going somewhere today, I promise you that. And if the truth be told, humanity hasn't changed at all. The great majority of us now, we're afraid of being in the dark by ourselves. The great majority of us now, we're afraid of facing our fears. The great majority of us now, we're afraid of being alone. We're terrified of being abandoned and left on our own. And so we'll do stupid ass shit like jump in toxic ass fucking relationships just so I don't have to be alone. We'll stay around with deadbeat people that ain't got no ambition, no drive, no oomph to want to be better. But we'll hang out with these people and associate with these people and just gravitate to these people because it's better than being alone. It's better than them ridiculing me and them saying that I'm weird. And so you have all these people running to religion, looking for religion to save them. They're running to religion, looking for religion to accept them and embrace them and give them knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Looking for religion to help mold them and shape them into being the best version of them. Because the truth be told, they don't want to go through the fear of the initiate. They don't want to walk through the darkness, the loneliness. They don't want to walk through the cold and the damp places and fear the unknown. They don't want to deal with the spiders and the snakes and the other things that may attack them. So they'll hang out in the crowds of religious folk. And they'll quote these scriptures and these teachings of religious folk. And they'll never understand their true potential. They'll never understand their true power. They'll never understand or walk in the authority that they came here to. I'm going there today. Because they'll stay in the crowds where they can blend in with the other religious folk. See, what they don't understand, it takes a strong man of God. It takes a whole hell of a lot of faith to walk into a cave, to walk into the building, into the darkness, where there's things there that can attack me, where there's things there that I believe can kill me, where I'm gonna be all alone, where I gotta leave my mom and my daddy, the comfort of my bed, the comfort of being able to take a shower, the comfort of my food, the comfort of people around me, and we can laugh and chop it up and bullshit. I gotta let go of all those comfort features to walk into this fearful place all by my motherfucking self. And so the initiate walks in. And all he has is the knowledge that he brings with him. He faces, he goes through, and he's going through the different caves. He's going through the different tunnels. He's going through the different hallways and chambers. He's experiencing all the traps. He's experiencing all the quote unquote setups. He's facing all of his fears and insecurities. He's facing, I'm all by my motherfucking self. I can't rely on my mama down here. I can't rely on my daddy down here. I can't call my girlfriend. I can't call my man. I can't call my boys. I can't call my girls to come bail me out, to come help me when I get in a situation. I got to go through this motherfucking shit all by my motherfucking self. And I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I wanna go through it. That's the most important thing to me. The most important thing to me ain't what my mama thinks. The most important thing to me ain't what my boo thinks. The most important thing to me ain't what everybody else is doing. I don't give two fucks what the crowds are doing. I don't give two fucks what everybody's eating, how everybody's dressing, what everybody said. My focus is I got to get through this motherfucking shit. I got to face my motherfucking fears. I got to walk down this path and get to where I'm supposed to be. That's all that fucking matters. That's what matters most. Not what everybody else thinks. Not what everybody else is doing. Not where everybody else is going. Everybody else may be partying and turning up, getting drunk, fucking and sucking, and doing all the shit that they do. But because my understanding and my purpose is not tied to these motherfuckers, my purpose is tied to me getting through this motherfucking path. Walking this journey. Getting to where I'm supposed to be at. That's what matters to me. That's what matters to the initiate. So the initiate gets through. He comes out on the other side. And the teachers are standing there. Well done, come here. What did you learn? What was your experience? How did you make it through? And the initiate sits there and he starts talking about all the things he learned. He starts talking about all the things he's heard. See, he walked in there with preconceived notion. He walked in there with certain thoughts that he had. He walked in there with a certain place of understanding, a certain level of understanding. He walked through there with all the trauma and the baggage and the fears and the insecurities that he had. He walked in there with all the shit he's experienced in the past. But while he's down there, he's not tripping off of his mama and what he's gone through. He's not tripping off of being brokenhearted when he's down here. He's not tripping off his daddy abandoning him and rejecting him. He's not tripping off why his sister hates him. He's not tripping off why the community don't believe in him, don't trust him, don't value him. He's not tripping off none of that bullshit. Before he got there, yes, it may have fucked him up. Before he got there, yes, it may have crushed his spirit and broken him to the aspect of, I don't understand why these people don't believe me. Why these people, da, da, da. But when he got on his motherfucking journey, his focus shifted. He stopped tripping off everybody else. He stopped tripping off all this shit he's gone through. And his only focus, his sole focus is, where am I at? What am I dealing with? What am I facing? I gotta get through this motherfucking shit. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it. If I want to keep living, I gotta keep moving. I can't go backwards. I can't get stuck here. I gotta find my motherfucking way out of this dark fucking cave. I gotta find my way out of this fucking dark hallway. I don't have any other choice. See, everybody up here, they got choices. Who they gonna suck, who they gonna fuck, what they gonna eat, where they gonna go. They got fucking options. When you down here in this motherfucking dungeon, when you down here in this fucking cave, when you down here in this school, in this fucking classroom setting, you ain't got no fucking options. Cause you can't go backwards. You can't stay where you at. The only option you got is, I gotta keep fucking moving. I gotta find my way out. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep growing. That's the only option. That's the only option. So your question is, what are you building? So many of us were fixated And we're stuck building years and decades of trauma. Building years and decades of bullshit stories that we've gone through. But we ain't had the wherewithal, we ain't had the fucking intellect, we ain't had the fucking wisdom to grow through any of that. We just keep going through stupid shit. And then some of us, we think we're so fucking smart. We think we're so fucking deep. We think we're so fucking wise. Well, if I don't go through anything, if I cut everybody off, I ain't got to go through shit. I'm not going through nothing else. I'm not getting my heart broke again. I'm not getting abandoned again. I'm not getting rejected again. And so we cut everybody off and we get us a fucking cat. We cut everybody off and get us a fucking dog. And we embrace the fact that, oh man, I'm facing my loneliness. No, the fuck you ain't. Your fear of getting hurt is more powerful than your fear of being alone. That's all that is. Understand it for what it is. Your fear of being rejected and abandoned and crushed is greater than your fear of being alone. So you'll stay alone for years. And you're cool with that. Because at least you're not getting your heart broken. At least you're not getting deceived. At least you're not getting abandoned and rejected. Because that's your greatest fear. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow up. We got to understand what the fuck we doing. What are you doing? What type of life are you building? Are you building a life? Are you just playing the fucking games? Are you allowing life to just pass you by? Are you wasting your time and your energy chasing fucking money? Are you wasting your time and your energy chasing a fucking relationship? Are you wasting your time and energy trying to be accepted and loved by the rest of the world? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck are you doing? Why do you put so much emphasis on being in a relationship as opposed to dealing with your pain and trauma and growing through that shit? Why do you put so much emphasis on having money and all this other superficial shit as opposed to dealing with your pain and trauma and growing through that shit? Why do you put so much emphasis on getting the education and getting titles and all this other material shit as opposed to growing the fuck up emotionally and dealing with your pain and trauma, your fears and insecurities? What fucking type of life are you building? What type of life are you building? We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta understand why we came here. We gotta master our fucking fears and insecurities. We gotta master our low self-esteem and hatred. Self-hatred. So the young man comes out. And the teachers are there. And they're smiling at him. They're proud of him. Because he's done what most are unwilling to do. He's done what most are unwilling to do. See, in some of the Native American cultures, see, they had this thing called rite of passage too. And to become from a young man to a man. And what they would do is the father would take his son and blindfold him and take him out into the woods. And there would be a chopped tree, and the father would sit the son down on a tree stump, blindfolded. And he would tell the son, don't move from this log. I don't give a damn what you hear. Do not move. I don't give a damn what happens. Do not move. Simple instructions. Don't get up. Don't get up. That's all. Young boy, he's sitting there, and it's nighttime. And his father's got him out there. And the young boy, he's in the woods. And in his mind, he thinks he's all by himself. He doesn't know that his father and some of the other men from his tribe are around him, watching out for him. They're around him, a little ways off, keeping an eye on him to protect him, but to also ensure that he follows the simple instructions. Little boy, he's sitting there blindfolded. He's told, don't take the blindfold off and don't get up. Under no circumstances are you allowed to take the blindfold off. No circumstances are you allowed to get up. And so the little boy's sitting there, and the animals are starting to move around at night. The different sounds going on. So he's hearing all this stuff. He's smelling all this stuff. Fear kicks in. But he remembers his father's instruction. Don't move. Don't take the blindfold off. You gotta learn to face your fucking fears. You gotta learn to calm your mind. See, so many of us, we've never learned that. We've never learned to face our fears. We've never learned to calm our mind. So we calm our mind by getting drunk. We calm our mind by popping pills. We calm our mind by smoking. We calm our mind with the distractions of bullshit. We calm our mind with sex. We calm our mind with eating. So the little boy sits there, and the fears come in. My daddy left me all out here by myself. He hears all the different animals all around him. He hears noise close to him. He doesn't understand that it's his daddy and his men from his tribe. They're making different noise. They're moving sticks and twigs around him. They're throwing rocks over in his vicinity to make it sound like different things are happening. They're stepping on dead branches to make the twigs that make that crackling sound. Why? So the little boy would be full of fear. So his mind would run wild with what could be going on. But if he was going to become a man, he had to follow the instructions. In order to become a man, he had to sit there and face his fears. In order to become a man, he had to sit there and bring his mind under control. He had to go through his rite of passage. We got to grow the fuck up, family. We got to stop looking for the easy way out. We got to get rid of this expectation that shit is just going to be given to us. I ain't got to earn shit. I ain't got to face shit. I could just put my hand out, ask for it, and demand it, and expect it to be given to me. You're going to have to go through some shit. In order to be a real man of God, you're going to have to go through some shit. You're going to have to go through your initiation process. In order to be a real man of God, you're going to have to go through your rite of passage. In order to be a real woman of God, you're going to have to go through your initiation process. In order to be a real woman of God, you're going to have to go through your rite of passage. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no cheating the system. Ain't no shit about I'm just giving this shit because it's inherited. We got to grow the fuck up emotionally. And we grow the fuck up by dealing with our shit. And dealing with our shit is a lonely, painful, scary process. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the only way for you to walk in your power. That's the only way for you to walk in your authority. That's the only way for you to come out with your light shining as a beacon of hope, as a beacon of love. That's the only way. You got to grow through the bullshit you go through. There is no other way around it. It is what it is. This is the way that God created it. You're going to have to face your fucking fears. Man, I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. We have to grow up, family. We have to grow up. I love you. Happy healing. Peace.